appearance of Lord Jagannath. So, first Mangalachara. Om Ajnana. You can recite with me. Om Ajnana. Dimandasya Jnana. Anashalakya. Chakshur Militam Yen. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam. Sapitam Ena Bhutale. Swam Rupa Gadame. Dadati Sapadan. Bande Ham Shri Guru. Shri Yutapat Kamla. Shri Guru Vaishnava. Shri Rupam Sahakrajatam. Sahagna Raghunatha Vitam. Tam Sajivam. Sadvetam Sad. Patijajan Chitnam. एवं श्री राधा कृष्ण कदा सागना रघुनाथ हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा हे राधे विष्णु प्रणमामि नाभीमा बधाई कृष्णा है कृष्णा नाम गौर विष्णु हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे. Welcome to ISKCON Toronto. Anybody first time? Welcome to the temple. Welcome. So today's topic is because this is the season when Rath Yatra is happening. We'll talk about the appearance of Lord Jagannath. So first, I will give the few the personalities in this whole pastime. I will first give the names so that you will know when it comes who they are. Maharaj Indradrum, who was the cause of having lordship appeared, his wife named Gundicha. Maharaj Indradrum, wife Gundicha. He lived in Kashi. Then he moved to Puri. We'll discuss all that. Another personality is Jaimini Rishi, who recited this story to the sages. Another personality is the priest. Uh, his name is Vishvasu. He will come in there. The tribe in the Puri area, the Sabar tribe. And Indradumna's son, Jalveshwar. And another personality. So these are the main personalities that come in this picture. So first, before the appearance of Lord Jagannath, Krishna showed his form as Lord Jagannath. First, let's talk about that. So, the scripture is Skand Purana, and section is Purushottam Khand, and another is Utkal Khand. So, we'll first recite the story from Utkal Khand. Srila Prabhupada recited this story. How Krishna appeared as Jagannath, then later appearance of Lord Jagannath. So, once in Dwarka, when Krishna moved to Dwarka, Krishna was always thinking of Brajvasis, Gopas, and his friends, and all his pastimes there. So sometimes when he's sitting alone, he's always thinking about that. Sometimes he's calling them by name alone. And queens notice that. So what is so special about Vrindavan? Why? So they approach Rukmani, Mother Rukmani. So ask her, please tell us Krishna's pastime in Vrindavan. Why he's so attached to Vrindavan. He cannot forget Vrindavan, his friends and Gopis. So she said, okay, we all gather, all in one room, close the door, make sure Krishna doesn't come in. If he comes in, we'll talk about what happens. So all the queens got together, and Mother Rohini started reciting the pastime of Govardhan Hill, how he lifted, how he saved it. Kalia, how his pastime during the childhood when he was stealing butter, how he killed Putana, how he killed so many other demons, how he saved them, how he's so loving. He's always so pleasure to see, and we always wanted him to come to their home. And Krishna never wants to leave us, and we never wants to. We cannot think anything other than Krishna. So Mother Rohini went deep into the pastimes of Krishna, different pastimes. His all pastime except the Ras Leela, because Rukmani is not in the Ras Leela. So, and then when it was happening, Krishna was passing by that room where the story was recited. When he heard Vrindavan and the pastime, he stood up, and Balaram also came at that time. So they both stood up and started listening to what the story is going. What is about Vrindavan? Mother is saying. So as he hears more and more pastime, he's thinking of Vrindavan, and his 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 limbs retracted, all becomes like a pinda, like a ball, and body slowly becomes like Jagannath body. His eyes were wide open, hands were like this, and legs into the retracted into the body, so he couldn't see the legs. And same goes with the Baladev. And Mother Subhadra saw same thing. Same thing happened to Mother Subhadra. So that pastime at that time, when Krishna is like this, he's not saying I'm coming, come to me. He said I'm coming to you. I am coming to you. This is the mood. Krishna is this is Lord Jagannath is the most ecstatic form of Lord Krishna. So and he wants to come. He said, Mother is listening to the Vrindavan pastime. He said, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. And his eyes wide open, his his throat like it's like not breathing. Just stand still. And that pastime was so beautiful. At that time, Narad Muni appeared there. Narad Muni appeared there. And Narad Muni was so pleased to see. He said, Lord, please show this form again in the form of the GT, in the GT form. Please come again in this form. So then Krishna promised, I will come in due course of time. I will come. And this was the pastime of when Krishna showed that he is Jagannath. He is Jagannath. So this was the pastime in Dwarika. Later, in Kurukshetra, in the solar eclipse time, the Brajvasis and the Yadu dynasty met there. The gopis recited all Krishna's pastime in the tent to the queens of Dwarka, where there's more intimate pastime, like Ras Leela and all. So these two places Krishna's pastime was recited, where Krishna, when he here even in Kurukshetra, he was in the same mood. So whenever Krishna hears Vrindavan, he becomes like Lord Jagannath. So this is Krishna's appearance as Lord Jagannath. Now we come to the point of how Lord Jagannath appeared. So this is the story from Skanda Puran, and it's called Purushottam Mahatmya or Purushottam Kand or Purushottam section. It's like we have Canto 1, Canto 2. Different Canto has different names. This is how in Skanda Puran, every section has a name. One of them is called Purushottam. Purushottam is the name of Krishna. First of all, there are 5 different names of Puri. Puri, Purushottam Kshetra, Shri Kshetra, Shank Kshetra, Nilachal. These are the name of Puri Dham. 5 different names, according to the based upon the pastimes. Shri Kshetra, because it is Shri represent the concept of Lord Jagannath, Mahalakshmi. Puri, we all know about Puri. And Shank is the conch shell. The shape of the Puri is a conch shell. So it's a Shank Kshetra. Nilachal, because Lord Neel Madhav used to live there, used to perform his pastime with his devotees. Neel Madhav. So the area is called Nilachal. So these are, and the Purushottam is the name of the Lord. Purushottam is best among the humans. Purushottam Uttam, best among the humans, or best among the men or humans. So these are the names. Now, once sages ask Jaimini Rishi, just like Shukdev Goswami, just like Maharaj Parishit asked Shukdev Goswami, in Bhagavatam, in here, sages ask Jaimini Rishi, who is who is this king? Hmm? What is his qualification? Why is so attached? Why Krishna is so attached, or Neil Madhav is so attached to him? Hmm. This Indradum king, tell us more about the Indradum king. You need to know, you want to know. So he said, Indradum was the king of Kashi. In Kashi, he always has a desire to go to different holy dhams in India. He wanted to go, but because he's a king, so many arrangements has to be made before kings go somewhere. So sometimes it was not possible. What he used to do is to invite the pilgrims from different holy places to come to Kashi. And in his assembly hall, he used to ask them, please tell us, which dham you visited? And we say, Kedarnath, tell us about Kedarnath. Or Badrinath, tell us about Badrinath. Or Dwarka, tell us about. So he used to ask everyone. He said, after asking all this, he was he wanted to see the Supreme Personality in a form where he can talk to. He says, does anyone seen anywhere in any dham where you can see the Supreme Personality? Hmm. So then a sage, a Vaishnav sannyasi sage, has been quoted as a Vaishnav sage, stood up. He said, I know a place where you can see, meet, and talk. He says, that place is called Nilachal. It's an area in the southeast corner of India, and there is a forest. In the middle of the forest, there is a mountain called this mountain. On the top of this mountain is a cave. In that cave is Neelamada, and there is a Rohini Kund. There is a desire fulfilling trees there. So, and he said, there you can go and see him. You can personally, you can talk to him. He was so excited. He said, I want to go. I want to go and see Neil Madhav. So then he discussed with his Maharaj Indradum, discussed with his associates. Let's make some arrangement. I want to go. Whoever wants to come with me, please come with me. So any citizen want to come? Anybody wants to come? So then they said, no, you cannot go just like that. If you go just like that, the king of Utkal Kshetra needs to know so that he can make some arrangement to receive you. So it's best to send a priest, your representative there. Then they decide there's a family priest there. So they ask the family priest to go there and check it out. What this sannyasi, this Vaishnava has said in Nilachal. So he said, okay. He said, I cannot go, but I can send my brother, my younger brother. His name is his name is his name is Vidyapati. Thank you. His name is Vidyapati. So he will go. Vidyapati will go. Vidyapati is such a fortunate personality. He see the personality in the form which was described by the sage there. So he is traveled from Kashi all the way to Puri. It was so difficult in those days. It took months to get there. So as soon as he get there, Vidyapati, he saw everyone with a four-hand form. As soon as he entered the forest area, he saw everyone with a four-hand form. So then he talked to, Vidyapati talked to some personalities there, or some people in that area, asked them, I want to see the Neelamada. So he said, he is up on the top of the cave. And then at that time he met Vishvasu. Vishvasu was the head priest serving the Lord. And in that area, the tribe living there, Savar tribe. The tribe was Savar tribe. So they were, as soon as then Vidyapati introduced himself. He came from Kashi for this purpose, all detailed. So once after explaining all that to Vishvasu, he was so excited. He said, you came from Puri, you're the messenger of Maharaj Indradum. He said, we know he's going to come here one day and he's going to establish this temple here. We know him. We know he's going to do this. He said, how do you know? He said, we know. Okay. He said, okay, I want to have a darshan of the Lordship. He said, come with me. He went upstairs, up on the hill, And as soon as he see him enter the cave, he saw Lord Neil Madhav there. And Neil Madhav, Neil Madhav, he he will smile, he will talk, and he will whatever devotee wants as a desire. So he said he was so pleased to see. He said, "Yes, yes, I know. I see it, and I have a message. Now I'm going to take this message to the king that he is here. Come and see. Come and have darshan of the Lordship. The Supreme Personalities is present there. So every dham there is a deity, but here the deity is like a live talking. So he left next day. He left going back, and as soon as he left, Neil Madhav disappeared. There was a tornado in the area, and within the tornado, Lord disappeared. And he said, "I will come back." He said 3 times, "I will come back. I will come back. I will come back." So Savars, one of the Savars heard this. Oh, Lord will come back. Okay. So when dust settled down, Vidyapati left. Vidyapati went back to the to Kashi and explained the whole story to the king in the room. So that in the room said he was so excited. Then he asked all his citizens again. So I want to go, and whoever wants to come with me, please come with me. So a lot of people in the area, they want to come. So they all get together on their bull carts. They start traveling to to Nilachal. So as soon as they arrive, they see everybody the four and form. And he was so pleased to see. He said, "I want to see." He said, "Where is he?" He's up in the cave there. And as soon as he arrived, come closer to the cave, he said, "Lord left some very short while ago. He left. He's not there anymore." And then for 3 days, he was like unconscious. Maharaj Indradum was unconscious, and then don't know what to do. He said he was asking all his associates, "I want to stay." So he said, "Please decide. You want to come back? You want to go back, or you want to stay?" He said, "Whoever wants to stay with me can stay. I'm not going to go back. This is my new place, and I'm going to live here." And he gave his kingdom to his son, Chaleshwar. So he gave his kingdom to his son. He said, "You become the king. Whoever wants to go with him to Kashi. I will be here. I will wait." Because what happens at that time, one of the servants said, when Neil Madhav left, he said, "I will come back. I will come back. I will come back." He said, "Yeah, he will come back." He said, "Okay, he's going to come back." So he said, "I will wait." So then ages passed by, time passed, over time. Like for a long period, he waited and waited and waited. And at some time, Narad Muni appeared there. Narad Muni said, "I have a message for you from Lord Brahma." And Maharaj Indradum is considered as the son of Lord Brahma. "Yeah, I have a message for you." He said, "What you do is, you're waiting for the Lord to appear here. In the meantime, you perform the Ashmesh Yaga. Ashmesh Yaga is to establish your superiority over the other kingdoms from all corners of the land." He said, and Lord Brahma, he said, "I personally will perform 1,000 yajna in Shwetlok." You know where the Shwetlok is? So this is our Brahmand. So like elliptical, that's our Brahmand, our universe. Out of our universe, there are unlimited universes. So then there are 8 hours, hurdles. And then there is Shwet there's Shwetdeep, then there is a Braja river, then there is Vaikuntha Lok. So in that Shwetdeep, he performed 1,000 yajna, Lord Brahma. And here he is performing Ashmesh Yag. At the end of Ashmesh Yag, he saw a light, three logs coming his way from the pathway of the sea toward him. And as soon as he arrived, as soon as the logs arrived, Maharaj Indru embraced them. He said, and then with them, the chief architect of Devatas, Vishwakarma, he also appeared at that time. So then he took the logs in the closed room, and start carving the deities there. So after some time, now here's a twist here. You probably have heard many stories about Vishvasu, and he has some seeds. He spread some seeds to find the way to the cave. This is a story, but not in Skanda Puran. But you will probably hear somebody's reciting like that. And also, for 21 days in the closed door, he was doing this, and a piece was carving it. It's not in Skanda Puran, but it is out. Like a lot of people give lecture, they talk like that. But in the Skanda Puran, it is not there. Skanda Puran is Vishkarma took it into the room and he carved those deities. So once those deities was carved, and in some version of the story, they say is incomplete. Krishna is never incomplete. This is his ecstatic form. Again, this is not in Skanda Puran. In Skanda Puran, it's a complete form of the Lord. So, Srila Prabhupada spoke only from the Skanda Puran, so I will just stay with that. There are other pastimes where Lord Jagannath, where people recite story with some little twist. So, just want to let you know that you probably hear different version of this story. So in the Skanda, what I just explained, this is exactly like in the Skanda Puran. So those logs into the room, and then they were carved, and then Neel Madhav enters into the Lord Jagannath there. Then he installed those deities there, and then he built a big temple there, which we see today. So then Lord Jagannath, Baldev Subhadra. So what they say is in the navi, in stomach. So every 10 years, 12 years, the body changes. Lord Jagannath at that time. So one of the priests they pick, some elderly priests they pick. There's a big lineup. Who wants to do this? So they put some cloth, they just block his eyes, and then he take that. It's like a big shila out from the navi and put into the new one. The navi change, and the old one they bury them there, and then the new one, and then Neel Madhav, and as Lord Jagannath stays, and then they start doing all the rituals and everything. This is how every 10 years they do. So this is how Lord appeared in Jagannath Puri. Now, because Krishna appeared, Lord Jagannath appeared like this in a more static mode, that he wants to come to the devotees. This is why there is a Rath Yatra, because he wants to go out to see his devotees. To go out. Whoever wants to get blessed, he goes on the chariot to see them. Usually, when Lord Jagannath, first when they go to the chariot, this is explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 13. The whole Rath Yatra is explained there. So first comes the Lord Balaram, then comes the Sudarshan, then comes the Subhadra, then Lord Jagannath. So when Lord Jagannath comes, from the altar to the chariot takes 4 hours. He have Lord Jagannath have fun during that time. He will turn this way, he will turn that way, they will put pillows underneath him, drag him. But if somebody wants to see him, then he will turn, he will turn randomly. It takes hours before he get to the chariot. So, and every time before Rath Yatra, there's always the rain. To cleanse the rain. Excuse me. So, any questions so far? Any question? Navi Shila. Navi is, the belly button. So that's Shila. Every time the body changes, 10, 12 years, Lord Jagannath, thank you. At that time, only one priest goes and take the Shila out from the older one, and teach it to the new Jagannath. And that devotee who does that, he only lives for no more than 1 year. After that, he goes back home. So there's always a lineup of devotees who wants to do that seva. So if you go to the Puri, you will see Gundicha temple. So when Lord appeared, second, so he asked Maharaj Indradum, ask for some benediction. He said, ask for some benediction. Ask for three benedictions. One, I do not want more child. Maharaj Indradum said, I want more child. He said, if I have a child, then will they show the ownership of the temple? They will have, we don't know how they will serve. So he doesn't want more child. Second, he wants him to regularly accept bhoga, continue to eat all day. And third, he wants him to go out and to go out on the chariot. So he has three desires. But then first desire, not to have a child. Mother Gundija didn't like that. He said, no, I want a child. He doesn't want a child, she wants a child. Then he said, okay, I will become your son every year for 7 days. I will stay with you and you serve me as your child. So this is how he goes to the Kundija temple, stays there for 7 days, and then come back. So the temple, we have Puri temple, that is called Shri temple, and this is Kundija temple. So, and Lord Jagannath is the opulent form of Krishna. He takes opulences. He shows opulences like he's like a king. He's taking 52 offerings a day, and he's like Krishna in an opulent form. So Krishna Vrindavan is more in Madhuri form, or where he has where he doesn't want to be known as Bhagavan. In Vrindavan, Krishna doesn't want. Do you see when you go to Vrindavan? Do you see any temple's name? Bhake Bihari, Bhagavan temple, you will never see. Or Govindev, Govindev ji. So there Krishna doesn't want to be known as a supreme personality. There he wants to be the child, friend, son, loving personality. There on here, in Puri is Dwarka Bhav. In Dwarka, Krishna is the king. He has opulences. So he said, Dwarka Bhav, this is Madhuri Bhav, Vrindavan Bhav. This is why Gundicha temple is considered as Vrindavan. Gundicha temple is considered as Vrindavan. And whereas the Shri temple is considered as Dwarka. So, any other question? Ask question this way you will.
Prabhu, they say heart is in Jagannath. Heart inside
The Shila.
Jagannath.
Nabi Shila. See, there are different many versions of the story. Some make-up versions, some are authentic versions. Authentic version does not say Krishna's heart. This is the make-up version. People just made up some stories. So it's not like Krishna's heart is sitting in here. Krishna's Shila. He's present everywhere. He's omnipotent. He's present in every atom, right? So he can present in a Shila. So he's in a Shila. That Shila stays. That is the representation of Neelamada. So that stays in his Navi. But different version of the story, people tag them differently just to make them more, I don't know. Why I don't know why people do that. Just stick to what is in the scripture. Just say that story. That is Srila Prabhupada said. Okay. Very good question. What is the representation? Okay. Neil Madhav, four-hand form. That four-hand form converted into four personalities. When Lord Neil Madhav, when he remembered, he said he disappeared, and then he said he will come back. So when he came back as four personalities. Four logs came back. Those they were carved. So one of them was Lord Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, and Jagannath, and Sudarshan. Sudarshan represents Krishna's opulence. You will never see Sudarshan in Vrindavan. If you say, sometimes people say, oh, Lord of the universe in Vrindavan, Krishna says, when Krishna hears it, he said, you're not asking, you're not talking to me, talking to Lord Narayan or someone, not to me. There he is not. So Sudarshan is the representation of his opponents. Also the protector of devotees, not the protector of Krishna, protector of devotees. Very important point. And so those four-hand form compared to the four deities. One of them is Sudarshan. Sudarshan is the representation of his Krishna as one of the opponents. No one else has that. So that works with the desire of Krishna. Like Maharaj Amrish, the only personality in whole Bhagavatam, only Grasta Brahman personality in whole Bhagavatam, where Sudarshan is giving shelter to Maharaj Amrish. Even the curse of anyone's curse to Maharaj Amrish does not work. He is the only personality who has been pardoned from any curse because he is protected by the Sudarshan all the time. So when Krishna likes his devotee, he serves that devotee. Bali Maharaj, he becomes his gatekeeper. Sages, some of the sages, our Goswamis, Krishna always he's anxious to get the dust of their feet. That's a whole different mood. It's a whole different mood. Goswami's mood is a whole different mood. It has nothing to do with opulence. This is his mood of his own home. Vrindavan is Krishna's home. It's not a dham. We say sometimes Vrindavan dham ki jai. It's not a dham. Vrindavan is his home. Dham is where people go, holy places for pilgrimage. Vrindavan is you only go to Vrindavan when you've been authorized by Radharani. Of course, through your Guru Parampara only. So that is not considered as a dham. That is considered as a place within the Vrindavan, Panchakoshi Vrindavan. Vrindavan has Panchakoshi, Dvashkoshi, 84, Jurassic Kosh, 84 Kosh, Vrindavan. Panchakoshi is where Panch is 5 Kosh. Kosh is the measurement of how many kilometers. So this is where Krishna spent his more intimate pastimes. This is his home. And Krishna is not sitting there as a deity. In other Puridham, you will see the Supreme Personality sitting in a deity form. But Vrindavan, no. Vrindavan, he's like a child. He wants to enjoy. He doesn't want Yog Maya does this seva. So he makes everyone to forget that he's the Supreme Personality. He's like an ordinary child. So that Krishna can enjoy. He passed time with the Brajvasis. Any other question? Ask question other than Vrindavan question, Bhagavad question, any question you have. We have 10 minutes, right? Yeah. Anybody has any question? Rath Yatra. Rath is the chariot. When Krishna promised that when he appears at Jagannath, he will come to you. Remember the form we talked about? He will come to you. So once a year, because of restriction, some cannot go inside the temple. Only they can have the obeisances at the door, cannot go inside. So for them, he comes out to give them darshan, to give them blessing. The significance of Rath Yatra is to bless the conditioned soul. Krishna comes out in the form of Jagannath to bless the conditioned soul. That's the purpose of Rath Yatra. He comes on the chariot as promised. He wants to come and meet the devotees, meet his dear ones.
What is the significance of the Leela
Okay. Because Krishna, sickness of Krishna, this Leela is purely a transcendental. There's nothing, Krishna doesn't get sick. But he, for the pleasure of the devotees, he takes this role as to get sick in a sense, so that people can ease in the bed and devotees are serving, pujaris are serving him. He wants to be in that mood. There are different versions of that story. Skand Puran doesn't have much on that. So there are different versions of that. So basically, in nutshell, you can say that for 15 days, he wants to have association with his devotees, personal seva from his devotees. Because one of the stories is out there, you probably heard that a Brahman gets sick. So Krishna took his sickness over him, and then he stays for 15 days. So different versions. Lord Jagannath's story appears in 3-4 versions out there, maybe more than that. So, so what I'm speaking only from what is Prabhupada spoke from Skand Puran. Like a Brahman came, Brahman was sick, and Krishna was most dear to Krishna. Krishna took his sickness and stays for sick for 15 days, like that. Any other question? Uh, no, black. This is different colors. This is no significance on this. It's just different colors. Black color is usually the color of the eye. So over that, there's no deep meaning on why. Like there's you can see some conch shell here, and you will see some different marks here, marks there. So different Jagannath temple have different, little bit different colors, different shades. Depending upon who is serving the Lord, with his love and devotion, they put little bit different marks. Sometimes you will see different temple, different painting on their lords. Same goes with the, if you go to Vrindavan temples, you will see in every temple, you will see in Krishna's cheek the flowers. Like so many, but you don't see outside Vrindavan that kind of a decoration on Krishna's face. So it's all depends upon the devotees. For Krishna, yeah, with the love and devotion, he accepts. He accepts. So, so this is why Krishna is so with love and devotion, he's so flexible. Love and devotion is what? Devotional service. Bhakti Yoga.
They build a new rut every year.
That's a tradition. They use that law to cook the food Bhoga for the rest of the year. With the old law, they dismantle the chariot and then they use the wood for cooking for the whole year. The next year, new one again. And when Krishna changes his body, only some priest they get in the dream which tree, which village to get the law. So then they go and find and bring that tree. When they treat that tree, you see there's no birds are sitting on that tree. Always there's a snake under there protecting the tree. So there are different signs. This is in Back to God magazine, the description of this. Oh, this is a pastime. This is one of the pastime. That Lord Ganesh. Sometimes they dress Lord Jagannath as a gopi. One of the pastime. Different pastimes. So this is the Leela between the pujaris and the Lord. So they make up all this. So this is not in any scriptures, but some, but not all, but some are made up by the pujaris. And then, okay, you want to dress him like this. Okay, so if there's no question, or you have one? Okay. What about the discussion? Like 5,000, one of this question. Another question is in North America. So the other believers, like Jesus, born in Jerusalem, others religions came to east or somewhere. Why our Sanatan is only? I used to ask this question to my mom when I was kid. Why is it only the India, Bharatvarsh? Why not in like Argentina or some other places? Okay, good question. Like, so let me answer the first one. you asked two questions. The first one is what was the first one?
How long ago?
Oh yeah, approximately 3,000 plus, more or less 3,000 plus years, when Maja Indram had this form and the deities were carved and all. And second question is about why Sanatana Dharma. At one time, there was only one Sanatana Dharma on the whole planet. When Kali started, no. On this Earth planet, there was only one religion at that time, 5,000 years ago. One religion. There was only one religion, Sanatana Dharma. But then, as soon as the Kali started, you see different versions. They are not dharma, they are panth. Panth means a sect. They are only you follow one person. In Sanatana Dharma, there is a variation, there is a flexibility, there is a independence, there is choice. Others, they don't have that. You just follow what is written in Bible or Quran. You just follow line by line. Not in Sanatan. Sanatan, you have flexibility. You can challenge. You can ask questions. Series used to ask questions. You see, you cannot do that with the others. This is why they call it panth. Panth means sect. So you follow this or you're out. But in Sanatan, you follow this, you are in Sanatan. You do not follow this, you're still in Sanatan. So there's no conversion kind of a thing in concept. This is only started in Kali Yuga. Before it was only one. Now in Kali Yuga, you see different versions, and they keep increasing. This is why Prabhupada only focus on what is most essential today. There's so much out there to know, so many scriptures out there to know. They only give one, Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is what? The glorious narration of the Supreme Personality, which is the devotional service, Bhakti. Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.